Good morning, class! I hope you're doing great because today we will unlock a blast of fun learning and discoveries. Again, my name is Teacher Benna and welcome to our English class. Let's first hit up with our short yet fun activity. I know you are all familiar with this game, the 4 picks, 1 word. Same mechanics, you just have to guess the word by looking at the 4 pictures as the hint. Who would like to guess the first one? Yes, Mona! Chronicles of Narnia. That is correct. Next, who would like to guess? Yes, Mark. Harry Potter. That is absolutely right. Next, Jamie. Twilight. You are correct. Next, Jane. Hunger Games. That is absolutely right. Next, Rina. The Jungle Book. That is correct. Next, Leila. Yes, The Maze Runner. Okay, what a great movie. Next, who would like? Riza. Dracula Untold. That is correct. Next, BJ. Lord of the Rings. Is that the answer? Yes, that is correct. Next, Mark. Star Wars. That is absolutely right. And the last one. Yes, Clarice. Jumanji. That is correct. Wow, thank you so much for your active participation for this game. And I hope you guys got motivated and warmed up because today we will be discussing all about recognizing nouns. But first, let me read you the expected learning outcomes at the end of this lesson. You guys should be able to define nouns, classify of nouns, identify the properties of nouns, and use nouns in constructing sentences. Now, let us define what is noun. Okay, anyone who would like to read the first slide? Yes, please. Alright, so nouns are commonly defined as names of persons, places, things, and ideas. Okay, and there are 2 kinds of nouns, namely the proper nouns and the common nouns. When we say proper nouns, these are specific names and therefore capitalized. The first letter of the word is capitalized. When we say common nouns, these are the name of a whole group of persons, places, and things and have various types. Alright, so I have here some of the examples of proper and common nouns. First, we have Mother Teresa as a proper noun, and its common noun is a mother. Next, we have Mayon Volcano as a proper noun, and its common noun a volcano. Dr. Legaspi is a proper noun, and its common noun is a physician. No? You can observe the following examples that in proper noun, where words and nouns are written into capitalized letter of the first letter of the first word. Let us now classify the different kinds of noun. First, we have the collective nouns. Collective nouns refer to a group or collection of people, animals, and things. They can be used as either singular or plural depending on the thought or meaning you intend them to be. I have here some of the examples. A large crowd gathered in the street. The hungry fox saw a bunch of grapes hanging from the vine. We were attacked by a swarm of bees. As you can see here, the words crowd, bunch, and swarm are examples of collective nouns because they are pertaining to a group of crowd as a group of people, bunch of grapes, and swarm of bees. Next, we have the count nouns. These are nouns that can be counted. A count noun may be preceded by the articles a, and in the singular, it takes s or es in the plural form. I have here some of the examples. Books, sunglasses, novels, cards, marbles, chairs, computers. This pertains to the things that can be counted. Okay? Next, we have the mass nouns. It refers to the things that cannot be counted. Moreover, mass nouns are not preceded by the letter A, the antecedent A and an, and have no plural form but can be quantified with the use of noun determiners. Noun determiners such as a lot of, a kilo of, a slice of, a gallon of, a glass of, etc. So I have here some of the examples. Water, salt, hair, paint. These are the examples of mass nouns that cannot be counted. Okay, and it was written in the singular form. But when we call it a plural form, we have gallons of water, pinch of salt, strands of hair, quart of paint. Next, we have the abstract nouns. Abstract nouns refer to the things we cannot see or touch, but we can feel or think of. An abstract noun is the name of a quality, a feeling, a condition, and action. I have here some of the examples. Membership, courtesy, marriage, hunger, friendship, education, and liberty. No? We cannot see them and touch them. Okay. Another kind of noun is the compound nouns. Compound nouns is two or more words that come together to form a noun. These separate words don't necessarily have to be nouns themselves. All they have to do is communicate a specific person, place, thing, idea. For examples, executive manager, chief of police, branch manager, commander-in-chief, Pacific Ocean, black magic, teacher in charge. Okay? Can you guys follow? Alright. Last but not the least, we have the possessive nouns. When we say possessive nouns, these are nouns that use as apostrophe s to show that a thing belongs to somebody or something. Moreover, apostrophe and apostrophe s is added to the singular form in singular possessive, and the apostrophe alone is added to the plural. I have here some of the examples. A student's profile, baby's milk, professor's pet. Those are examples of singular possessive nouns. But when we say plural possessive nouns, we have student's profile, baby's milk, professor's pet. Okay? Only the apostrophe. Now, who can give me a quick recap for our topic for today? Yes, please. Alright, thank you so much. Can anyone give me the different kinds of noun we just discussed? Yes, please. Very well said. Now, I have here a question. How can learning the nouns help us improve our writing skills? Yes, please. Alright, indeed, class. Now, do you have any questions, clarifications before we proceed to our activity? Alright. Alright, if there is no question, I think you are all very much ready for our group activity. Now, group yourselves into 5 and form a circle, okay? Prepare a one whole sheet of paper and write your names and day to day. So this is a group work activity that will need a teamwork, a brainstorming, and collaboration with your group mates. No? I will be presenting a short clip of Porphyria's Lover, okay? This is a poem written by Robert Browning. All you have to do is list all the nouns in the poem and classify what kind of noun is it. Okay, is there any questions? Right, now start working.
Porphyria's Lover by Robert Browning. The rain set early into night. The sullen wind was soon awake. It tore the elm tops down for spite, and did its worst to vex the lake. I listened with heart fit to break, when in glided Porphyria. Straight she shut the cold out and the storm, and knelt and made the cheerless grate blaze up, and all the cottage warm. Which done, she rose, and from her form withdrew the dripping cloak and shawl, and laid her soiled gloves by, untied her hat, and let the damp hair fall. And at last she sat down by my side and called me. When no voice replied, she put my arm about her waist, and made her smooth white shoulder bare, and all her yellow hair displaced, and stooping, made my cheek lie there, and spread o'er all her yellow hair. Murmuring how she loved me, she too weak for all her heart's endeavour to set its struggling passion free from pride, and vainer ties dissever, and give herself to me forever. But passion sometimes would prevail, nor could tonight's gay feast restrain a sudden thought of one so pale, for love of her, and all in vain. So she was come through wind and rain. Be sure I looked up at her eyes, happy and proud. At last I knew Porphyria worshipped me. Surprise made my heart swell, and still it grew, while I debated what to do. That moment she was mine, mine, fair, perfectly pure and good. I found a thing to do, and all her hair in one long yellow string I wound, 3 times her little throat around, and strangled her. No pain felt she, I am quite sure she felt no pain. As a shut bud that holds a bee, I wearily oped her lids. Again laughed the blue eyes without a stain. And I untightened next the tress about her neck. Her cheek once more blushed bright beneath my burning kiss. I propped her head up as before, only this time my shoulder bore her head, which droops upon it still. The smiling, rosy little head, so glad it has its utmost will, and all it scorned at once is fled, and I, its love, am gained instead. Porphyria's love, she guessed not how her darling one wish would be heard, and thus we sit together now, and all night long we have not stirred. And yet God has not said a word.
Okay, for your sit work, kindly get 1 fresh sheet of paper, write your names, the section, the day-to-day, okay? Shading is not allowed. I will be presenting a 5-item quiz here about the nouns, the topic, our topic for the day, and you just have to write the correct answer. Ready? Okay. Alright. Pass your papers forward. I will be the one to check it. Thank you so much. Now, for your work home activity, we will be having an open forum on our Google Classroom stream. Okay? Your task is to post a 2 to 3 sentences reflection about what you have learned from today's discussion. Okay? The stream is accessible anytime tonight, okay? Considering your internet connectivity, okay? Is there any questions? Clarifications? If there is none, stand up. Stand up, everyone. Goodbye, class. Thank you for your fun and cooperative learning today, okay? May God bless you.